Hey folks, wanted to give everybody a brief view of what I believe the top modifications you should be doing to your Jeep are. And these are mostly fairly inexpensive, but what I think are pretty critical. I think the first thing you're going to want is some form of communications. You got a new Jeep, you're probably going to want to go off-road. You're going to want a CB or a ham or something like that. So that'd be your first bet. You can get these little portable, or excuse me, these little mounted radios for under $100 easy. Okay, that is no problem. But they give you the ability to communicate with other people, and when you go on a group ride, or if you get stuck someplace and you're alone, it gives you at least a methodology to try and reach out to somebody if you don't have cell service. It may seem silly, but it's a great add-on. This particular unit is just a little cheap Uniden. Works really well. And one of the nice features about this particular one, it has a PA feature. And I'll show you that just in a moment. This is where I install my PA horn. So it's not the loudest in the world, but it's rated for my CB. And if I need to, communicate, I just flip my CB over to the PA mode. And I can utilize my mic and the volume on the CB to make it fairly loud, and either provide warnings or ask for help or any of that information. The next inexpensive mod I think you should put on is these headlight guards. They come, you can get just the headlights, you can get headlight and tail light guards, but it basically keeps the brush from popping your headlight or potentially doing any damage. So they're really easy. They pop on with a screwdriver. Most of them come powder coated in some form, and once again, you just pop them off, pop them back on. I'm going to show you what the ones in the back look like. Okay, and as you can see, this is what the rear tail light guard looks like. So it provides plenty of coverage from both the side and anything from behind. And you can see this one over here as well. Better lighting probably. So once again, not a lot of money, but it's an upgrade to the Jeep. It's a mod, and it'll protect your lighting. Expensive mod, some grab handles. These are really cheap and easy. They go onto the roll bars. They give you something to grab a hold of. They're not rock steady, but it's a cheap mod, and I know that I've had friends that use my Jeep come in and they use these a lot. So that's a really good inexpensive mod upgrade. What I would really suggest is these wild boar handles, and I think this is under $100 for the entire kit. So you get two of these, one for the passenger side, one for the driver's side. There's two bolts. There's a bolt up here. There's a bolt here. And they use factory existing bolts or openings, and they are rock steady. They're not going anywhere. And it's more convenient for most people when they're riding and they need a grab handle to grab forward versus grab behind them or to the side and try and get a hold of one of these. They're both good mods, but if you were only going to do one, I would do this one. And I'll show you the back grab handles. And this is a shot of the wild boar handle for the back seat. So once again, two bolts, existing holes, wonderful design. Comes with its own hardware, and once again, gives you something really sturdy to hold on to. The way it's designed, it doesn't interfere with the passenger or the driver. Works really well. So in addition to that, we've got the grab handles from Quadratec in here. Mod for your Jeep is a mirror relocation kit, because you got a Jeep, you're probably going to want to take the doors off. Now there's several versions of this that you can get out there. You've got the kind that once you pull the door off, you have a mirror that slides down here and goes into the hinge. What I opted to do is I opted to actually relocate the mirrors permanently. So got this kit, and you remove the factory mirror from this location. It comes with these brackets, and they use pre-existing holes. so that you can go ahead. Let me make sure I get this in the picture here. There we go. And it comes with these brackets. You can go ahead, they use pre-existing holes, and they have these filler caps that go back to replace where the actual factory mirror location was. Really good modification. Now the reason for that is, in my mind, once I've relocated them, I don't worry about it. If I pull the doors off, I don't have to remember, hey, do I have my mirror stashed somewhere in the vehicle? Did I leave it in the garage somewhere? No, I just go ahead and I can remove my doors and I'm ready to go, because my mirrors are good at all times. So if I was to open this door, you can see I have plenty of clearance for the mirror. And as I close the door, it's a great permanent solution. So I highly recommend it. Okay, so one of the primary things that I think you should do, one of the first mods, is going to be neoprene seat covers. Protect your investment with your vehicle. These neoprene seat covers are waterproof, and they're holding up really well in the sun. I've got them on the front and the back. They've been on there about 4 years, maybe 5. Heck, I don't even know anymore. And you can see, you know, they're behind the Smittybilt seat covers. So it's just added protection for me. I did get some wear here, and I just put some duct tape on it. But you can see here, you know, they're not wearing bad at all for all this time. But of course, this is where I'm just sliding in and being lazy and not lifting my big butt up enough to get into the seat correctly. So that's probably the first mod I'd do. Neoprene seat covers. Okay, following along with the protecting your investment, get some floor mats. So in my vehicle, I've got these Quadratec floor mats, and I've got them in the front, in the back. Silliest modification of all. Just get you something to cover your steering wheel. I've had vehicles in the past that I didn't put one of these on, and the sun eventually got to the rubber underneath, made it tacky, etc. You know, $15 modification is going to keep your investment good. Another thing you should consider is some form of off-road lighting if you're going to go off-roading. This can be a later modification, but you're going to want to put some external lighting on here. Now, these are KC highlights. It's a great light, but expensive. Since I built my Jeep, they've made a lot of advancements in LED lighting. So now you can get additional, you know, lighting options for a lot less money than what I originally paid. But I've got 2 sets here. So I've got the front set here. I've got another set up by the windshield. And then I went a less expensive route on the back, and I'm going to show you that. So these are some nice LED spots, and I've got them mounted above my tire carrier between my CB antenna, and they throw a gob of light out. So if I need more light on the back, if I'm backing up a trailer, pulling into a campground, I'm just dark anywhere and I want to see what's behind me, and not rely on my parking or my backup lights, then boom, I hit a switch and I've got daylight behind me. It's great. So, and that pair was like 30 bucks. So you don't have to spend a lot of money. You can upgrade over time. Now, for me, this is great for the back. I don't know if I would use this on the front where I needed more light. These are small. I could put as many of them up there as I wanted. But there are options out there for you to consider. So you don't have to do it, you know, hey, I'm going to put this one $30 and then I'll upgrade 60 or 100 later. You could do, you know, 200 bucks or whatever and get good LED lighting for your vehicle. All right, well, this is not a mod to the Jeep itself. It's something that should not go without saying, and that is add a first aid kit to your vehicle. You may never need it, okay? Small cuts, scrapes, something more, you know, dangerous. You never know what's going to happen. So, this is really an inexpensive mod. A $20 first aid kit. Buy one, take it apart, augment it with what you want based on your needs, and you can get away with something fairly small like this, or we'll do another video about extended first aid. But the sky's the limit, and this is just common stuff. It's not going to really make your Jeep look cooler, but it should give you more peace of mind.